this experience very directly. Pardon me? Experience. Experience. Okay.
You touched it before. We were just talking about it too.
We had a maternal grandmother that was very gifted in storytelling. Particularly, her proclivity was scary stories. If it didn't scare you, it wasn't a story. She was very adept at doing this in the middle of the daytime. One would fear going upstairs on a sunny day to the bathroom. Okay, I was. The rest of them were too. They were. They may not admit such, but they were. My brother and my sister and Bert and Craig weren't there at that time. Not yet. As a result of her inspiration along these lines, if my namesake will permit me, as a result of that, she has been the inspiration of an entire collection. In fact, one of the stories in this book is directly from her, written by my sister. Okay? The others are largely inspired by that tradition. And families have traditions. More important than this specific tradition, it is important that any traditions be preserved, I think, from whatever quarters they originate. It is important that they be preserved. This book is an effort to do so. It is a collection of short stories because they were largely targeted to give to kids before they go to sleep. I believe that a scared kid sleeps better.
They won't get out of it.
Actually, won't get out of their parents.
You're not thinking, what's under the bed? I'm going to keep my feet in the bed. As a result, it has graduated into our first production of a collection of about 12 stories, I think, that all, no blood and guts, but just, and that's the whole objective. I was asked once, it might have been you, Uncle Kenny, do you know any nice stories? And the answer is, I do not. There's 12 in there. In summation, however, it is one instance of the kinds of things, traditions in the family, that you have to keep alive. Now, there are others out here that we need to surface, brush them off, and maintain them, you know. Otherwise, the tradition becomes lost very easily. Very easily. If it hadn't been for my grandmother, I never would have done this. We never would have done this. We are co-authors with my sister here. And, hey, I'm boring? What are you doing? Just walk out on the lecture? Well, forgive me. Importantly, Chanel Gray was an editor, okay, throughout the entire work. It's amazing. I've never written a book before. I don't know if you have either. It is amazing the kind of effort that it took and the time that it took. Chanel Gray did editing. My sister Cindy did editing. There she is. And because you have to have editors. But we have the beginning document of a tradition in our family. And I would urge the more items like this, any traditions, the oral story tradition, your grandmother, your father, your uncle, there's something everywhere that is worth preserving. Now, setting up all these chairs was presumptuous because I'm done.
Y'all gonna read us a story?
That's why you got the chair now.
I don't know, I got people running out. I should not be offended.